I'm backing up my truck, I'm gonna hook it up, loading up my boat with all my gear. I've been working hard all week, trying to make ends meet, spending time wishing I was fishing. Whoa, Terry Wickstrom wants to take you fishing. Gather up your gear and come along. Whoa, Terry Wickstrom wants to take you fishing.
This is Terry Wickstrom. Join Karen Cullum, Greg Claudio, and me as we take you to some of our favorite fishing spots from Colorado to Minnesota, the Arctic Circle to Central America and beyond, as we revisit episodes of Mountain States Fishing and Angling Adventures Television on the best of fishing with Terry Wickstrom.
Hey, we've left the area. We're not in the Mountain States region right now. We're up in Alaska. We're at the Goodnews River Lodge. So we're going to take you up to the Goodnews River, about 390 miles west of Anchorage, and take you on a tremendous salmon fishing expedition and share with you the experience of staying at the Goodnews River Lodge.
The Goodnews River Lodge is a remote wilderness setting shared only with the wildlife native to the area. From the airstrip at the Yupik village of Goodnews Bay, it's a short ride by jet boat to the lodge. Located within a few yards of the river, Goodnews River Lodge is an all-tent facility on raised wood decks with propane heat, electricity from generators, and hot showers. Each tent comfortably sleeps 2 people. The main lodge, where the coffee is always on, is a common area where guests gather to share great food, even better fishtails, and maybe a game of cards. A commercial drying facility assures you will start out each day dry and comfortable. An impressive fleet of boats and a large staff allows for 1 or 2 anglers and a guide per boat.
You know, we're here for kings right now, which is, it's the state fish. It's the premier species in Alaska. But you have other fish in here too.
That's right. We have all 5 species of Pacific salmon. We've got, of course, the kings. We've got the sockeye, the chum, the pink, and the silver salmon as well. And we might be probably the greatest run of silver salmon of any river in the world.
Now, when do the kings run?
I'm sorry, you're a little busy. You've got a problem.
Yeah.
Look at that bent rod. They just don't make them like they used to, do they?
Oh, you know, these are such... You know when you got one hooked up, don't you?
It's like hitting a freight train, isn't it?
It is.
He's on his way uptown. Let's see if we can get him downtown here.
I tell you what, we've been it's pretty disappointing. It took almost 10 minutes and 2 missed hookups before I got one.
Yeah, the fishing's a little slow today.
Well, what can I say?
I tell you what, I think I'm going to be able to get out of the boat here and walk us down to land this fish.
I probably got a while to talk to you while we're playing this guy.
Yeah, you'll probably be into him at least 15, 20 minutes. Okay. What I like to do is fight him toe-to-toe from the beach, if you'd like.
Well, is that better than trying to chase him, you think?
Yeah, I think we can probably get him in this run.
All right, so you want me to get out then, huh?
Yeah, it's probably not a bad idea. Fight him from the river. You okay there?
Yeah, I'm fine. I probably got some time. You were telling me, when do the salmon run here besides the minute the one that's on my rod?
Well, the kings started in about the middle of June, and we're just now at the peak of the run. And during peak action, folks should experience anywhere from 20 to 40 hookups a day on plugs. Well, Terry, we've been into this fish for about 22 minutes now. You want to send out for pizza and anything while we're waiting to land him, or?
Well, one of us is getting tired because the line is coming in. I don't know whether he's moving me towards him or I'm getting him here, but course, as soon as he sees me, it starts all over again.
I think you're milking the fish. That's what I think.
Well, you know, TV guys like me have been known to do that.
That's right.
Keep one on the line for a long time. Are you getting all this on camera so I look good?
At the cost per pound, you can play it as long as you want.
Well, you know, after I've landed a few, I might milk one, but until I get one to touch, I don't milk them too much.
This is a pretty bright fish. It's got a little bit of color to it. They sometimes turn even out in the ocean as they get ready to spawn. They go from being chrome bright silver to, as you know, to a fairly deep red.
Right, can we tell how big it is yet?
It's a little over 30 pounds. It's your average king here.
This is average, huh?
Yeah, you'll know when you've got a really big one.
Thanks.
He might tow us out to sea.
We'll get it.
Look at that torpedo.
Wow. Wow. Come on. It's time for you to come here now.
Oh, no! Well, that's the way they look. God bless you. Let's do it again.
Oh,
it's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it.
What happened? The hook just pulled out, huh?
Yeah, that happens over, you know, the longer the battle, the more likely we are to lose the fish.
It's time now for Terry's tackle tip of the week.
Now let's explain what we're doing again. We got kind of rudely interrupted before.
That's right, that fish really picked a...
We were right in the middle of trying to explain to folks just what we're doing here. And I've cast a plug out, a single hook only plug, because you can only have a single hook here.
That's right, we fish artificial single hook only, and we fish barbless at our lodge. I find that it doesn't lose any fish, but it's a lot easier to get the angler off the hook.
Well, yeah, it is. And you know, a barbless hook's actually penetrating easier too.
I think so too.
You get better hookups. I've actually cast it out 60, 70 feet behind the boat, maybe let a little line out, and we're actually moving towards the plug, but the current is actually going faster than we are.
That's right. The current's moving at about 4 knots, and we're moving downstream at about 1/4 of a knot. I find that particular plug, which is a wigglewort, operates best in about 3 to 4 knots of flow.
That was Terry's tackle tip for this week, and now back to more angling adventures.
There we go. Oh no!
There we go.
That's crossing his eyeballs.
Another one.
Terry, I didn't know you were so aggressive.
You know, we're only catching a fish every 10, 15 minutes. Could you pick it up a little bit?
It's a little slow.
We never get to talk about what the things we want to tell people.
That's right. How are people going to know how to do this? We're too busy doing the catching and not enough time fishing.
We'll have to spend time talking after dinner at the lodge tonight.
If you still have strength left to eat after battling all these nasty, toothy beasties.
Well, you know, remember the old saying they said, if you give a man a fish, he eats for a meal. If you teach him to fish, he eats forever. Well, we changed that. Because if you give a man a fish, he eats a meal. Teach him to fish and he forgets to eat.
There you go.
It's not pulling as hard as the first one, but I don't know if that means anything at this point, because he might not know yet.
That's right, he may not know he's hooked. Then again, you know, the best part about fishing kings, Terry, is you never know how big he's going to be. He could be 10 pounds, he could be 20 pounds, he could be 40 pounds, he could be 90 pounds.
Oh, that's just it. I mean, and a 10-pounder will pull you like more than most fish most people have ever caught.
That's right. You know, those saltwater fish tend to fight a whole lot harder than fish that have spent their entire lives in fresh water.
Not as big as the first one, I don't think, but a good fish.
You bet.
They're all good
fish, yeah.
In stereo.
You know, the #1 reason to go fishing, Terry? Because fish live in nice places.
Yeah, they do. Oh, you're right, and this is as beautiful a place as there is on Earth during the summer.
Yeah.
I can move this one a little more, so I think we're talking a little less fish than that one that came unbuttoned on me. Well, it's still a nice fish, though.
Sure. It's better than 20 pounds.
Yeah.
Let's run him up on the beach, buddy. Let's run him right straight up on the beach. There you go. That's cooking with hot mustard gas. Bring him right on up in there. Hey ho! Nicely played. Okay. See that visceral membrane here? You see where that hook was taken?
Oh,
look at the size of the hole that's now
we're not
in the nose of the fish.
We're not in bone on this one either.
You got it. That's probably what happened with the last fish, is a lot of times if the hook doesn't catch the fish up inside the mouth well, okay, like up in here or down between the mandible set, you'll notice in the lower mandible, the tongue of the fish is surrounded by a very fleshy layer. But you'll notice inside the jaws of the fish in the lower mandible set, the fish has a pronounced tongue that starts the gill arch. And between the gill arch and the lower mandible is a very fleshy area that's easily torn. And if the fish is hooked between the gill arch and the lower mandible, 9 times out of 10, if he's on longer than a few minutes, we're going to lose that fish.
And this fish was hooked right in the lip area here, and remember, it wasn't into the bone. What you really want is to hook around the bone with a set where you can hold for a while, really, I assume, right?
Yes.
That's typical of most fish.
Yep.
Well, do I get to touch him, or do we just let him go,
Sure.
or what do we do with him?
This is a nice male. He's about 19 pounds worth of fish. Say hello. We'll let him go make some babies.
King salmon, Goodnews River Lodge, Alaska. Life doesn't get a whole lot better than this.
No, it sure doesn't. All right, go make some girl proud, buddy. Thanks for your time. Well, that was tough.
Well, you know, that's for the first hour. Now what are we going to do?
Well, I've got a great chess set back at the lodge. I thought we'd go play another game.
Tell you what, we've been here. I flew in, got off the plane, got on the boat. Took me 15 minutes to get my waders on, probably a half hour to get in position. By the time we got on the boats, got mic'd up, did all the TV things, and 10 minutes later we had on a huge king salmon we lost. And 15 minutes after that we had a nice one you just saw us land. So is it going to pick up a little now, you think?
I hope so. The fishing's awful slow today.
Let's go see if we can get some more.
There you go. Let's go yard them out of there.
We've had a really fantastic day already today. I mean, I've lost track of the number of fish we've caught. But you know, when you're catching fish that big and you lose count, that says something.
Yeah. Out here we like to say that we do all the catching we need in 1 week to make up for the other 51 weeks of the year that we go fishing.
Yeah. I'll tell you, it's an incredible experience out here.
Isn't it though?
Oh.
It's a nice office, wouldn't you say?
Yes, it is. All right, let me get my line in. Oh yeah, nice fish. Good fish. What can I do, Mike?
You're doing fine. Oh, that's a nice fish.
You want me to pull the anchor up?
Now, I find a lot of people spend a lot of time trying to get a fish onto the reel. And a lot of people lose fish at this stage of the game because what they're doing is they're worrying about the reel and not the living thing on the other end of the line. So what I do is, if you noticed, I just put the line underneath my stripping finger here and I strip the fish. And I keep medium tension. My stripping finger will be my source of drag, and if the fish decides he wants to get onto the reel, he'll do it himself. That way I don't have to worry about going slack on that fish because I'm too busy reeling, trying to gain this line off the deck. I'll get the anchor. Maybe you could run the sticks. You do a little rowing lately?
I haven't been lately, but I'll do it for you.
Now you gotta have it down in the trees. How about this gravel bar right here, Terry? This would be fine.
Okay.
You know, Terry, one of the big keys to whipping a big fish on a fly rod is knowing which way the fish's head is pointed and always pulling opposite his direction of travel. Like right now, the fish is moving upstream, so I'm going to take my rod to the downstream side nice and low. This will really irritate the fish, keeping them working hard, not letting them rest for a minute. Oh, it's just a really big chum, isn't it? Wow, huge chum salmon.
It's a chum, but boy, it's a nice one. Wow. Oh, it's a beautiful, what a fight though.
Aren't they something else?
Oh, what a fight.
What I do is when it's come time to whoop the fish, or at the end of the battle, I'll take and strip off about 18 feet of fly line off the reel, and I'm just gonna work that fish so I can get his head up. I'm gonna take and reach my rod over the upstream shoulder, and I'm gonna let go of the line out of my stripping hand, and watch what happens. All the load is off the rod, and the fly line has hit me in the chest, and now I can land this fish without danger of breaking my fly rod.
There he is. Oh! There he goes. Come on. You seen him yet, Disco?
Yep. He's a monster.
Is it really?
It's Moby.
It's Moby. It feels like Moby. He thinks he is anyway.
Doing good.
I still haven't seen him completely. Saw my lure and that was about it. Where did he go? Did he go way downstream? Oh, there he is. Oh, there he is. Oh my gosh. Oh, jeez. Okay, this one has him beat. Moby! Moby, baby. Oh, God, is he beautiful. Look at that fish. Look at him. Oh, jeez. Come on, come this way. Just want to see ya. Yes! Oh, awesome.
See what we got here in the net.
Oh my gosh. Look at that baby.
The ultimate king salmon from Alaska.
Oh, that is awesome. Thank you.
Throw that hook real quick.
Don't
let him bite you.
Thank you, Mr. Fish. Awesome.
Go find a girlfriend.
Go get him. Gorgeous.
Nice job.
Yes!
You know, I really enjoy fishing with you. You and I have been out just a few times. We have a good time. I think it's our mutual passion for the outdoors.
That's what it is. I think that, and the fact that you're such a strong conservationist, Terry, really is what impresses me about you. Is you really do care about the fishery and the quality of the resource, and protecting and maintaining that resource for our children, and hopefully our children's children to enjoy. And in that endeavor, you know, we've started a non-profit corporation to benefit the native children out here in Goodnews Bay. And we take donations from folks, and I take people fishing in the wintertime in the Florida Keys, as you know, and encourage them to make tax-deductible donations to benefit this impoverished village, because I feel that it's our way of giving something back to the folks that really could have netted these fish out hundreds of years ago, but didn't. And it's because of that that we have such a wonderful fishery to enjoy today.
Well, you know, we've talked about this foundation before, and you know, it touches close to home for me because fishing's been part of my life from before I can remember. I mean, I was fishing with my mom and my dad and my brother when I was 3-4 years old. I mean, I remember fishing then, and I was probably out in the boat before that. And my passion for the outdoors has never left me, and the enjoyment of it. And I want to pass that on to the next generations too. And you know, there's tremendous fishing opportunities in North America, as we're showing right here at Goodnews Lodge. There's great places to go and enjoy fishing, but we do need to take care of them. And then we need to take care of the people too, you know, on all of Earth. And that's just what you've done for these kids, I know, is just, and I know what it's like. This man, you go to his home in Florida, he won't even let you pay for the gas. You fish tarpon. I was down there, and within 2 hours, I hooked up to a 130-pound tarpon. And all he asks is that you make a donation to the UPIC fund for the kids.
That's right. We're just about giving something back.
If somebody was interested in that, Mike, just call the same numbers they call for the lodge?
That's right. They can reach us at our office, and that's where we take care of it. We donate our time, so all of the money goes to the kids. There is absolutely no administration cost.
I'll tell you what, let's put the contact numbers up here on the screen. Both the website, you have a website, get your website, and get your phone numbers up here, and then we'll have them again at the end of the show. And you know, if you're interested in coming to the Goodnews Lodge, I can't do more than recommend what an incredible experience it is. I'm sitting here, I can see the mountains off in the distance. Off there, I've got the tundra out here, and a salmon on the end of my line.
My God, it just doesn't get any better than that, man.
That's one of the few fish that ever attended the production meeting and knew when he was supposed to hit.
Look at him go. Well, I'd say you had adjusted his dentistry on this visit.
Well, he doesn't want to come where I want him to go. Wow. Oh, they're strong. I tell you. You know what? If you want to get a good workout, just lose weight. Now, the food here is great. And you have some awesome meals. But you can burn a lot of calories fighting one of these fish. I tell you what, you probably get your arms sore before you quit catching fish.
Yeah. Most guys have to cry uncle before they're done because their arms just won't take another one.
Oh, they're such powerful fish. What an... I mean, it's just one of the most incredible thrills.
Oh, what a beautiful fish, Terry.
It's a great fish.
That's that Jack's grandfather. That's the one we're looking for.
This is the one. I'll tell you what, another thing too, having these guys here, you'd never land this fish by yourself. It's a two-man job landing these fish.
Absolutely, it's a team game. Look at that beauty. That's it, reel them on down now, Terry. Every inch it gives you.
Oh, look at him. Oh Lord, what a fish. What an experience.
You know, you must lead a pretty good life.
You know what?
God really blesses.
He does. I don't know if I deserve it, but I do get to lead a wonderful life. I've been smiled upon, there's no doubt.
That's it. Doing a nice job. Come here, sweetheart. Come here, sweetie. Come on.
Oh, they're strong.
Come on, we just want to get a good look at you, yeah.
Oh.
How are you? This is a beautiful hen. about 30 to 35 pounds here. And
Oh, I got to get closer to this. I'll hold the boat. I got it.
I got it, no problem.
I got the boat. Go ahead, pick the fish up.
Sit you right on the neck more.
I don't know if I got enough strength left to hold it.
She was quite the jumper.
Alaska king salmon.
Doesn't get any better.
Goodnews River Lodge.
See, she's still got some silver in her. She's just starting to turn. You can see it's a female because of the protruding ovipositor here. Just after the anal fin is where she's going to squirt her eggs out of. That's called an ovipositor. You can also tell because the fish has a short, sloping nose, not a protruding proboscis on the upper mandible that a male develops as a spawning characteristic.
Well, should we get her back in the water?
Let's get her back in where she can go upriver and make some boy proud. Right. Okay.
She's got lots of life. Lots of, look at her go. Thank you.
Sure appreciate it.
Thank you, King Salmon. Thank you, Mike Gorton.
My pleasure. Look at those mountains.
Wow.
Oh my God.
What a day.
Lets you know you're really living, doesn't it?
Oh man, it doesn't get much better.
Nope, sure doesn't.
Hey, thanks for joining us today up at the Goodnews River Lodge in Alaska. I hope you really got a taste of what the experience of salmon fishing in Alaska can be like and what a wonderful experience it can be to come to a place like the Goodnews River Lodge. If you get a chance to take that dream vacation, go to a lodge like this and enjoy it. And join us next week.